Welcome back, Bird Dog family. This is Jerry with Bird Dog Outdoors. First of all, I want to thank you for clicking on my video and taking the time out of your day to watch it. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. To all my old subscribers, welcome back. Today, I'm going to talk with you about my Slingshot collection. Most of you guys know that I really like slingshots. I feel like they're really a good way to get back to shooting sport, accuracy, and just having a good time. I've gone a little overboard. I've started making my own slingshots. So let's talk about the collection. We'll start over here. This is a Daisy Powerline. Very first slingshot I believe I ever got. I purchased it most likely from Walmart with some 1/4 inch slingshot ammo, and you know, maybe shot it a handful of times, but I really wasn't into it. We're talking, I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago I may have bought this one, and I just really never used it much. And when I started getting into slingshots, I started watching videos and doing a little bit of research, and everybody pretty much said this is a waste of time. Now, I'm sure there's some people out there that were persistent, and they may have really became an awesome shooter with one of these, but I didn't want to waste the time. So I found some oak wood, some boards. You guys may have seen the video. And I got some templates off the internet and I cut my own slingshots out. Well, the oak boards didn't hold up. The grain is straight in one direction, which is not good for a slingshot. You need a fork out of a tree where the grain flows in the directions of your forks instead of just being straight grain. Could I fix these? Yeah, I could probably drill it and put some pins in it, brass or some sort, wood glue first. I probably could save it, but it's not really worth my time. Reason being is I like some of my other designs a lot better. So I started off with some aluminum, 1/2 inch thick, and I got some shapes cut out. And aluminum's not difficult to work with. I didn't finish out to a high polish. I was too eager to shoot it. So I sanded it, I got it pretty smooth. I put some areas here for my thumb, and I tied some bands on it. You know, I cut the grooves and I tied bands on it, and I took it out and started shooting, and I was having a blast. Then I wanted to get a little fancy, so I did some wood scales. This one was a lot of fun. It turned out really nice. Should have polished it a little more, but you know, hindsight. This is black walnut, maple, and I think that was some ironwood or something of that sort. It's an exotic wood, and I think it turned out really well. This is actually the palm swell. I would hold it like this, and I cut the finger grooves in it, and it's a pretty good shooter. It's nice and small, fits in your pocket easily. And I changed up the design a little bit on this one, as you can see, slightly more rounded, but I never finished it. A lot more sanding to do and surfacing to make it nice and smooth. I'll probably get back to it one day. This one also, I wanted to create a design similar to this one. As you can see, that's kind of what I was aiming for with this. But it's one of those projects that kind of got abandoned. It's a lot of sanding and cutting of aluminum to get that to this profile here. So one day I'll get back to it. So let's talk about the wooden ones. These here were all taken from oversized tree forks, these 3. And basically you can watch some of my older videos that shows you the route I took in order to create them. This one's dogwood, this is spalted maple, and this is regular maple. They all turned out pretty good in my opinion. This one, I kind of took the design of the FTC Slingshot. It's pretty popular, and I put my own spin on it. I contoured it a bit, and it's a really fine shooter made out of dogwood once again, which is actually a very hard wood. Then I had this one, and it had a lot of areas where I guess there were worms or bugs in the wood, and the wood was kind of like pulp consistency but packed in really tight. So I dug all of that out and I filled it with epoxy, and I think it turned out really nice. I may do a little wrap on the handle with some leather, just to kind of give it extra little pizzazz. So we'll see what happens with that one. Honestly, I could tie bands on it and start shooting it right away. Then I found this pretty cool natural fork, and you know, one was headed in a different direction than the other one. So when you got to the very top, they were really far out from one another. There was a point where the forks lined up, so I cut it off there, and I decided that that's what it was gonna be. I cleared the bark off of it, left some of the knots. They actually give me some contour for my fingers, and I think it turned out really nice. So one day I'll band it up as well, get some shots fired off with it. Then we have this little guy. Kind of an experiment of tying tubes on for me. I've seen people do them different ways. So I just found a natural little fork, cut it, tie some tubes on it, and put a pouch on it. And it's ready to shoot. This one here is pecan wood. Basically the bark had split and was folded outward. So I did a bit of sanding just to get everything smooth and transitioned very well, and left the bark on the other side, just smoothed it out a bit and rounded off the bottom, and then I oiled it up. So the next thing to do is cut some band grooves and shoot this bad boy. Really excited about it as well. Super simple to make, guys. Super simple. One day I'll do a tutorial on a natural tree fork to show you how easy they are. There's plenty of videos on YouTube, however, that'll get you going in the right direction. And then I made something like a pickle fork, and I dyed it blue. Don't ask me why I dyed it blue. I just dyed it blue. Pickle forks, yeah, I need some practice. I need to figure out how to be consistent with them. Can I hit a target with it? Yeah, sure. Can I hit a target a whole lot with it? Not so much. So we'll practice with that. And then I have my ammo pouch that I made out of some leather, very soft, supple leather. And then I have another one that goes on a belt that I also made. And it's more of a firm temper leather, more rigid. And I keep clay ammo in that one, just for kind of plinking around at the house or maybe a buddy's house. Soon enough, I'll take the magnet that's encapsulated with these BBs and make maybe a lanyard or something of that nature. And this is a really good way to contain your BBs if you go off hunting or go off in the woods and you want to fire off some shots, but you don't want to keep digging through your pockets. Anyhow, hope you guys like the collection I've amassed over time here. It's getting a little late and it's kind of cool out tonight, so I probably won't do too many shots, but I might give one of these a few cracks on camera for you guys. So let's get that going. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a few shots. As I said, it's getting kind of cool out here. The cold weather does affect latex bands. I'm gonna be standing right down here shooting at about some of the closer targets. Maybe that'll be about 10 or 15 yards away. So let's get it cracking. We'll take a few shots. Right down here, guys. Got a hit there. this. Well, that pretty much concludes that. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you like what I'm doing. And once again, if it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe, totally free. And if you hit the little bell, then you'll get notifications of when I post videos so you guys can stay up to date. Feel free to hit the like button and drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the collection. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them there in the comments section. And also you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Bird Dog Outdoors, and you can find the leather crafting page at Bird Dog Leatherworks. So you guys be good or be good at it. You guys will see me on the next one. Take care.